quintessential cottage garden looks wild and overgrown, but achieving that romantic clutter is an art. This segment unlocks the secret to designing a space that feels instantly soulful, not messy. It's all about layering heights, from low-growing alpines to towering hollyhocks, and embracing a riot of color. We explore the crucial role of vertical gardening. Think roses scrambling up walls and clematis covering sheds, to create a sense of enclosure and mystery. The key is in allowing plants to spill over paths and soften hard edges, creating those winding, secret pathways that are central to a truly dreamy English garden design. Learn how to use simple natural materials like pea gravel and weathered wood to anchor the lush plant life, giving your space that unmistakable, nostalgic patina of a truly mist garden. The beauty of an English garden is that it appears entirely effortless, a natural, happy chaos, but this look is quite intentionally achieved. This segment reveals the key design principles. The secret lies in density and repetition. We discuss strategic planting to obscure the edges of your property, making the garden feel boundless, and the use of hardy, traditional flowers, lavender, foxglove, delphinium, that look after themselves. It's also about ditching the rigidity of straight lines for winding paths and organically shaped flower beds. By prioritizing plants that gently self-seed and letting nature take a slightly wilder course, you can recreate the lush, low-stress, yet highly sophisticated look of the dreamiest, most romantic garden design. You don't need acres of land to capture the magic of a historic English garden. This segment offers clever small garden ideas that maximize every inch of space. The key is to think vertically and densely. We look at using wall-mounted planters, repurposed ladders for displaying potted herbs, and training climbers like ivy or jasmine up fences to draw the eye upwards. We also explore the effectiveness of a central focal point, a small water feature or a single, impressive rose bush, to give the compact space a grander scale. By embracing the packed, lush aesthetic and breaking up the space into rooms, with planters or miniature hedges, you can create a small but deeply immersive and soulful outdoor living experience. Outdoor decor can, and should, be personal and storied. This segment focuses on using found objects and vintage pieces to decorate your garden and inject unique character. We explore creative ideas like repurposing old galvanized buckets as planters, using antique gates as arbors, or transforming old wheelbarrows into floral displays. These elements, often rusty or chipped, provide the perfect rustic contrast to the softness of the plants. By strategically placing these small pieces of history, you create visual interest and give your garden depth. It's a simple, affordable way to capture that soulful, slightly eccentric charm of the authentic English cottage. Discover the timeless secrets behind cultivating a garden that feels both deeply established and emotionally unforgettable. This section focuses on the design principles that elevate a standard planting scheme to a soulful, nostalgic sanctuary. We delve into vintage techniques like using classic companion planting, encouraging rambling and natural growth patterns, and strategically incorporating aged materials. Think moss-covered stone walls, weathered wooden benches, and rusted ironwork. The goal is to avoid a manicured look and embrace the beauty of gentle decay, which is the cornerstone of the sought-after mist vintage aesthetic. Learn how to select heritage plant varieties that evoke a specific era and how to layer textures and colors to create the visual depth characteristic of a centuries-old English cottage garden. If you're struggling to make your garden feel soulful and not just pretty, this is the essential guide to vintage authenticity. essence of the English cottage garden lies in its romantic, beautiful clutter, a deliberate, layered look that takes time and specific styling cues to perfect. This segment breaks down how to balance abundance with order, ensuring your garden feels welcoming and enchanting, not messy. We look at the crucial role of vertical gardening using climbing roses and clematis over arches and pergolas, creating that signature, tumble-down look. Key elements include the strategic placement of vintage garden salvage, such as old wheelbarrows, forgotten tools, and terracotta pots in various states of aging, which add character and history. We discuss the art of letting plants self-seed and spill over pathways, blurring the lines between the garden beds and the walking areas, which is vital for achieving a truly soulful garden ambience. Stop fighting the natural urge of your plants and learn to embrace the poetic mess that makes these gardens so utterly missed. The pathways in a vintage English garden are more than just routes. They are integral to the soulful atmosphere. This segment showcases various path materials and styles that lend themselves to a deeply established, old-world look. We highlight the charm of irregular flagstones, pea gravel that crunches underfoot, and the quintessential red brick pathways. Crucially, we discuss the technique of softening hard edges by allowing moss, creeping thyme, and low-growing ground covers to colonize the gaps and edges, making the path feel ancient and settled. A path that appears to have been there for a century instantly adds a layer of history and mist charm to the entire garden design. This is essential viewing for those who understand that in vintage design, the journey is as important as the destination. No soulful English cottage garden is complete without the intoxicating fragrance and voluminous blooms of vintage roses. This subtitle focuses exclusively on selecting and placing heritage and old-fashioned rose varieties that are central to the classic aesthetic and olfactory experience. We highlight specific cultivars known for their powerful old rose scent, which instantly transports you to a bygone era. Beyond just identifying the roses, we provide tips on how to integrate them into your existing landscape. From training ramblers to climb up the cottage walls to placing shrub roses at the front of borders for impact. Learning the difference between a modern hybrid tea rose and a classic damask or bourbon rose is key to achieving that authentic, mist, vintage garden feel. This is a must-watch for anyone who believes a garden should appeal to the senses beyond just sight.